DaVinci Resolve 20 is here and it is looking awesome. However, it is in public beta, which means there could be potential issues for you to be aware of. So, before you download Resolve 20, be sure to back up all of your libraries and projects, just in case you have to roll it back or maybe you have any other issues. I personally have already experienced some render cache issues and the audio taking a long time to cache as well. In this video, I'm going to cover both Mac and Windows, so you will want to jump forward to this timecode if you are downloading for a Mac. If you are on a Windows machine, let's jump right into it now. Alright, the first thing we need to do here for the Windows is go to blackmagicdesign.com. So let's go there. Alright, so once we're here, there's a couple ways that you can navigate their website to get it. But here on the very opening page, you can just scroll down here. And since this is a new download, you're going to see DaVinci Resolve 20 is here. So you can just go ahead and click on this, and it will bring you up to here. However, before I download anything from here, I want to show you one of the ways to go to the original tab. You may want to check on these tabs here. And if you come here to support and click this, this is the main area that I typically go to for the DaVinci Resolve download. So let's go ahead and check that out. When you come down here, you'll see the latest downloads. And I just want to show you this because this is going to show you more than just DaVinci Resolve. On this side, as you come down, you see they have the Blackmagic camera, the camera 9.4 beta. You know, they have these different things for you to download here as well. As you come down, now you see we have the DaVinci Resolve Public Beta 1. And we can download it from here. But let's just keep going so you can see this. Underneath there, you have Fusion Studio 20 Public Beta 1. If you do get the Studio version, you can download just Fusion Studio, which is standalone Fusion. You also get that in there. And instead of, only using a percentage of your RAM, this will be able to utilize all of your RAM for your Fusion stuff. Another important thing is you can go to the forums. I'm just going to open that in a new tab. And once you come to the forums here, you can come down here and just click on DaVinci Resolve. And when you do that, you will see at the top here, the DaVinci Resolve public beta feedback. And then under the announcements, this is really where you want to go to. Go ahead and click that. And here it's going to show you everything that you need to know. So this is going to be very important because not only can you see what the new features are and the updates, but when we scroll down, we can see the minimum system requirements. And as you can see here, minimum system requirements for Windows is here. Windows 10 Creators Update, 16 gigabytes of RAM or 32 when using Fusion. For monitoring Blackmagic Design, desktop video 12.9 or later, integrated GPU or discrete GPU with at least 4 gigabytes of VRAM. GPU that supports OpenCL 1.2 or CUDA 12.8. AMD Intel official drivers from your GPU manufacturer and NVIDIA Studio driver 570.65 or newer. That's very important. If you're going to be doing the ARM, then here is the system requirements for that. You have Windows 11 for the ARM, Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite series processor, and 16 gigabytes of memory or 32 for 4K when using Fusion. Okay, so make sure that your computer is going to have this, otherwise you can run into issues. So now let's go ahead and get back to downloading. So you can choose either this one where you do the free download or hitting Resolve Studio. If you do just click the free download, but you have the Studio, that's okay because over here you're going to see it. We had DaVinci Resolve 20 Public Beta. This is the free version, and on the right is the Studio version. I want to show you if you have the Studio version and you're going to do, say, Windows 86. Go ahead, click that. If you already have it, you don't have to fill all of this out. Just come down here and click Download Only. Now, if you are going to download the free version, which is over here, if you click the free version and say I click that, now I would have to fill out all of this information, which I don't want to put all my stuff in. However, you can do that and then hit register and download. For now, I'm going to come back here to the Studio download. I'm going to click this and I'm going to come down to download only. All right, so it should automatically start downloading. If it doesn't, then you can go ahead and click here. I'm just going to click this X. And so the download has begun, as you can see here. And as soon as this is finished, I'll be back with you. So as you can see now, we have this is done. Let's go ahead and just click this show in folder. This has come up. I'm just going to double click it to open it. Now we have here install Resolve 20. I'm just going to select run. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? So yes. Right. Okay, so now that this is opened up here, as you see here, this installed Resolve 20B, I'm going to double click that and I'm going to select extract all. Select destination to extract files, and I'm just going to leave it right where it's at and hit extract. Alrighty, so now that that has extracted it, now I'm going to come here to where it says install Resolve 20B. Double click this. All right, now that just finished extracting, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? We're going to select yes. In order to install Resolve, you must install these components: DaVinci Control Panel, Blackmagic Role Player, and the DaVinci Resolve 20B. So I'm not going to click any of the other things. I'm just going to allow it to happen as it is and just install. Okay, so now I'm at the Welcome to DaVinci Resolve Setup Wizard. Just going to follow through, select Next. You should go ahead and read your license user agreement. However, most people don't. For this purpose, I'm just scrolling through very quickly. I'm going to select I accept the terms and license agreement and hit Next. I'm not changing where it's going to save. I'm going to allow it to save directly where it's at. I'm going to click Install, and now I'm going to allow the wizard to run the process. So now that has finished, I'm just going to select Finish and just double click to open Resolve. Once you get that done, you can see here, this will pop up, and this is what's new in DaVinci Resolve. For example, the keyframe editor, AI IntelliScript, voiceover recordings, AI Magic Mask 2, which is really awesome. The AI Audio Assistant, which is going to be super helpful in many things. Dialogue Matcher, which is quite interesting. Not really sure that's something that I want to do, but it is interesting. Then here's the Blackmagic Cloud folders, which is going to be very good if you are collaborating. And deep image composition. This is really cool if you are doing 3D things. However, many people may not be using DaVinci Resolve specifically for their 3D compositing. Anyway, let's just hit continue. Great, you're ready to start. Click Start to launch DaVinci Resolve with your existing setting. And that is all you need to do for Windows. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite new feature is for DaVinci Resolve 20. As for the Macs, let's go ahead and jump into Safari right now. Let's go right to the website. So let's go to blackmagicdesign.com. So if this is the very first time you're downloading DaVinci Resolve, you just go ahead and click here. And what that's going to do is bring you up to this page where you have the free download now, or you can select buy online now for $295 US. So that's for the studio version, and this is for the free version. Alternatively, instead of coming to this page, what you could do is come up here to support. Once you come on to support, this is actually the best page I would recommend for anybody to go to, and that is to come here for the latest downloads. Now, for today, this is obviously going to be on top. In the future, it's going to be much lower. But this is going to give us DaVinci Resolve 20 Public Beta 1, which is the free version, and the one below it says Studio. So as you can see here, this would be the studio version. Also, you have the updates to Fusion. So make sure if you're going to be using Fusion, you can go ahead and download that. This is the standalone. If you have already purchased the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, you also get Fusion Studio for free if you want to work just there. The benefits of using this would allow DaVinci Resolve to use 100% of your RAM and not a limited percentage of your RAM. Now, I'm just going to click the free version for right now. Now, this pop-up comes up here, and you see over here we have the public beta. Looking at this, we have over here is for the free version, and this side is the studio version. Underneath is DaVinci Resolve 19. So if you're looking for DaVinci 20, we're going to work up here. And on this left side here for Mac operating system X, Linux, Windows 86, Windows ARM. Okay, so depending on what you want, if you're using Linux or Mac operating system. And remember, this is for the free version. I have the studio version, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm on a Mac. So let me click that. Here it's going to want you to go ahead and fill out your information so you can register and everything else. If you already have the studio version, just go ahead and click download only. Once this pops up, just go ahead and click allow, and it's going to start the download. and I'll be back with you as soon as that finishes. Alright, so it looks like it was done downloading. I'm just going to go ahead and click here. It's going to open this window here. As you can see, I'm just going to double click this. So what I'm going to do is just come here to where it says install Resolve and double click it. So once you click that, this is going to pop up, and this is just the introduction. Let you know all about Resolve. Let's just go ahead and click continue. Alright, so once you've clicked that, the README comes up, and this does have some important information. So let's just quickly glance at this. So as you come down here, what's new in DaVinci Resolve 20? It has the key new features, the stuff for the cut page, edit, I'm not going to go through all of this. However, there are important things. So let's go ahead, scroll down a bit and check that. So here you can see codec. And this is very important to know because you may end up with having media offline and things like that. If you do have a media offline problem, I do have videos to cover some of that. You can check this one up here in the top right corner. However, let's just keep going down because we have this. Minimum system requirements. Make sure you check that. So what's really important is that you have the right macOS 14 Sonoma or later, at least 8 gigabytes of system memory or 16 gigabytes when using Fusion. For monitoring Blackmagic Design desktops, video 12.9 or later, Apple Silicon based computer or GPU which supports Metal. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we're just going to click continue. This is the license agreement. Of course, you should go ahead and read all of that, but none of us do, so I'm just going to click continue. To continue installing the software, you must agree to the terms of the software license agreement. Okay, so if you want to agree, you go ahead and do that, or disagree, and remember you can read the license. I'm going to select agree. This will take 11.35 gigabytes of space on the computer, so make sure that you have plenty of space. If you need to clear your render cache or something, go ahead and do that now. You're going to need to put in your password. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm just going to fast forward through it and I'll see you in the end. Alright, so now that I have that done, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to close DaVinci Resolve 19. As you can see, I'm still here on 19. I'm going to press Command Q, and now I'm going to reopen it. Alright, so now we have this little window popped up, and it lets us know what's new in DaVinci Resolve 20. Keyframe Editor, AI IntelliScript, AI Magic Mask 2. That sounds great. I really need to test this. Voiceover recording, and this is going to be really helpful to a lot of people doing tutorials. Blackmagic Cloud folders. I really got to learn about this. The AI audio assistant. This is really going to transform your audio workflow for anybody who really doesn't know audio. This is really going to be helpful. Dialogue matcher. This is really awesome to change your voice if you needed to match something else, or vice versa. Deep image compositing. Great, you're ready to start. Click here to launch DaVinci Resolve. So let's go ahead and hit start. So now, as you can see, DaVinci Resolve 20 has loaded. So that's how you get started with DaVinci Resolve 20. What features do you like the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn amazing 3D animations in the Fusion page, go ahead and check this amazing in-depth tutorial in the style of Magnates Media. And I'll see you there.